All right. Well, what is going on, guys? It's Zaytokes back here again with another video, and I'm in a different area. I'm actually in the crib today, but this is actually a pretty, I wouldn't say different video because I made a video on. Sorry, my shirt is like wet, bro. I'm fucking changing this shit. All right, Zaytokes back. Anyway, so what I was saying is that this is gonna be a different kind of video. I'm not gonna be chiefing, I'm just gonna be chilling, but yeah. Alright, sorry, so let me give you a quick rundown. So basically, I relapsed yesterday. But it was good. It was good because it really did just help bring me closer to God, if I'm being completely honest. And I don't mean that like again, because I feel like I kind of say that like my experiences with God is normally when I'm high, which it is, but that's only the experiences where I'm like really close with them, not like just like the day to day. The day to day, you're just you're a human, you're walking, whatever. But in like certain states of elevated consciousness, you can actually like see different things. You know what I'm saying? You can feel different things. You're just more out there, and that's what I was. So what happened? So I was just crashing out, dude. Shit was not going the way I planned at all. Work was not going great. Relationship, boom. Fucking what else? School, well, and then what else? Car, just basically everything. I was stressing, bro. I was stressing out. I was crashing out. I was like, yo, none of this stuff is going right at all. And I just like it had been every day up leading to this point. Like every day I had just kept pushing it off, pushing it off, pushing it off, pushing it off, and I just couldn't anymore. So I just said fuck it and relapsed, bro. I relapsed, and it wasn't bad at all, because after I did, everything just started kind of laying itself out. And so what happened was I was stressing out about my car because my job requires me to drive a lot, right? And I was like, dude, fuck, I can't like I don't have time to like fix this shit. I can't do this. Like, damn, like my car is just about to get OD'd. I'm not making enough money to really like fix it right now, Like, based on what's coming in and what's going out, like it's just like shit, this is not worth it. And then I clocked out of work. I was like, fuck it, relapse, boom, tweaked out. And then I went to school, and in school something good actually happened. I passed the test. I passed the test that I didn't think I was gonna pass. I just barely, literally the bare minimum requirement, I passed it. And I was like, oh shit. So that was something good. And then the teacher was like, yo, you guys got anything you need to work on your cars? And I was like, oh shit. And I brought up the opportunity, boom. And what we did is we replaced my wheel bearing and my wheel hub. So that shit was fucking up. Like literally the wheel was sliding off every time you would drive. So it would be like just back and forth, up and down the axle, bro. That shit was so bad. And it was stressing me out, bro, because I was like, dude, if this fails, I'm literally like, the wheel is gonna fall off and I'm gonna die. So every time I would hop in the car, I was like, dude, this shit is fucked. Let's hope. Like, I'm just praying that I didn't fucking, like, the shit did not fail on me. Also, I have rice. I have to go, like, oh, yes. All right, the rice has been saved. But anyway, yeah. So like I was saying, we were just able to fix that up, and I had no more concern about that. And I was like, oh shit. Well, that's one thing knocked off the list. And then literally today, I woke up and not woke up because I was up all night because I was tweaking, geeking. You know what I'm saying? But okay. Actually, let me roll back. So during the night, I was tweaking, right, and I just went on SoundCloud, and normally I just press random on my playlist, like I usually do anyway, because I just always play random. And it played something completely different that was not even on my playlist. I don't know how it got to this, but it was like some like gospel music. It started off as gospel music, and it was like sending messages to me. Like it was like the music was talking to me, bro. And you could just feel it. Like I was like, yo, this is God's presence right here. And it just kept intensifying and intensifying. And I just let this thing play out. Like I did not keep switching channels or anything. Like I just let it play, and it kept playing. It went with the same theme. It just kept playing, and then it eventually switched over to like sermons and like readings and like everything, dude. And I'm like, whoa, this is on SoundCloud, dude. It's like a whole on like I guess mass. I don't know. It was like a gathering. It was so cool to see, but it was like I was there, and I remember I'm tripping, dude. I was 3 bottles deep, bro, and I was tripping. I was just chilling, bro. Like my tolerance is high as fuck, dude. So like, it's maybe like a low third plat dose, I'd say. No, I'd say mid third. But I was just chilling, man, and slowly and I just kept feeling more at peace, and then eventually it just got to a point where it was like just straight up, it was just God talking to me, dude, and he was just like, what was he saying? He was just saying basically that everything's okay, yo. Like, yes, shit is falling apart, but it's falling apart for a reason. And he eventually showed me that. So, yeah, I had this kind of like vision, this kind of like path that I feel like I need to go on. And this is gonna sound kind of weird, but I think I need to make rosin, bro. I need to make rosin, and it's gonna be a very specific kind of rosin that helps people get closer to God. And I'm not gonna say like this isn't gonna be some shit that I'm gonna sell for like $1 million, and no, I'm gonna give it away for free. I'm gonna get there somehow, and it's gonna be spiritually connected to him, and I'm gonna allow people to come and just experience his presence through this ritual of smoking rosin. Like, and it just really opened my eyes, because it's like, yo, because people think like this. Like, this is how I think. Like, I was not really open to the possibility of God unless I was like inebriated, right? So I was like, okay, smoking helps me open my mind, which opens my mind to the idea of God. And then once the idea of God is there, then he's there. Like, you can't like he exists, bro. Like I really don't know how to explain it, but he exists, and he's just amazing. Like, he does so many incredible things for my life. Like, dude, I was crashing out so bad, and literally everything just started to fix itself. I got the day off today, okay? I didn't have to do any of the shit that I didn't want to do today. I got a really big raise, dude, a really big raise. So that completely just eliminated all of my financial worries. And same thing with like the drugs and stuff, dude. Like, he wasn't telling me like, oh, you have to avoid them. Like, they're not the enemy. It's just like, you just can't abuse them, right? And that's what kind of really like flicked the switch in my head, because for me, I was focusing so hard on trying to like just stay sober, do this. Like, you can't just, no matter what, as long as you're sober, then you're making progress, right? But I was neglecting a lot of different parts of my life because I was putting sobriety first. And once I kind of drew that back a little bit, this whole new world just opened up for me. And I'm not saying that like you have to be like high to like do shit, but I mean, for me, it really does help. Like, it helps me just live. Like, genuinely, it just helps me live, bro. Because like, a lot of things that I've done in my life, I would not have been able to do if I was just blank slate, just fucking closed-minded bum. Like, I don't know, dude. But it wasn't even just drugs. Like, it was just God. God just opened my mind, and I felt it, dude. I was like, it was the most amazing journey of all time, dude. Like, I was just flying through this like just peace. It was just peace everywhere, and it was just like he was just explaining everything to me, where it's like I was like, yo, like, I really thought that I was like, fuck, dude, but like, I'm not. Because I had faith in him. And since I had faith in him when everything was falling apart, he was like, dude, I'll show you a way out. And he showed me a way out. And now I'm traveling that path. So yeah, I mean that's really all I wanted to say is that God has just worked miracles in my life for real, and I'm really happy that He exists and that He just cares because He cares so much, dude. And you might think, oh, He doesn't care because you don't see Him, but the only reason you don't see Him is because you're blocking Him out. If you just say, hey, look, come to me, He will come to you. He'll be like, all right, bet. Look, I mean, obviously, probably not exactly like that, but in that sort of way, he'll come to you. Like, he's your friend, dude. He's your everything. I don't even know how to explain it, bro. But it's just the most amazing. Oh fuck! It's just the most amazing thing ever, and yeah, I just really wanted to share that. And yeah. Also, my email broke, so yeah, that shit OD'd. Yeah, so we'll figure out what's going on with that. But until next time, this is Zaytokes signing out. Oh wait. There's actually one thing I did want to say. So really, like, even when I started this channel, this is kind of what I wanted to be. So I kind of wanted to like find some way to prove God's existence, like He's real. And that's what this journey or this channel's mission is to find some way to prove, like, undeniable proof that He is real. And I don't know what that's gonna be, but we're gonna find it. And yeah, stay tuned for that. This is Zaytokes signing out.